Hey guys, it is 15 minutes with M tonight, this Thursday on July 8th. I can't believe it's July 8th already. It's just flying by, but I am really excited to talk to you guys about my guest tonight. Her name is Stephanie. She is a naturally born Torontonian who has moved all the way to New York City, and I love this story. It's phenomenal. It just gives me so much encouragement knowing where she's started and where she's at today and all of the amazing things that she is doing for everybody. So I'm going to get her on right now because she is here and we are going to get this started. So let's get her on. And oh, hello, Urban Laura Costa, the realtor. And there is Stephanie. Hi, how are you? Oh, okay. She kicked out, but I'm going to get this back going. So give me 1 second. And I'm going to get her here. Here we go. Stephanie.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I am so excited to have you on. I love just where you came from, where you're at, what you're doing. It's a beautiful story, so inspiring. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and we will get right into it.
Okay. Me in a nutshell. I'm born and raised in Toronto. Um, I fell in love with New York City, I guess, when I was about 16. I came on a school trip and
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, I need to move there one day. And I did. It's going to be 12 years in September that I moved here. And I moved here to pursue a career in fashion, which I did for the last 12 years. Um, and yeah, now I am still in fashion in the sense of I'm launching my own Sport Luxe fitness apparel line because I'm still very much obsessed with that whole world. And I wanted to now promote a line that focuses on body positivity and just loving the skin that you're in and embracing that through clothing. And I am a full-time health and wellness coach, which I'm sure we'll get into how that transpired. But yeah, that's me, a little bit about me.
So you decided age 16, I'm going to New York. You didn't know how you're getting there, what was going on, but you're like, I'm in love with New York, I'm going. And you did it. And you started doing fashion. Was it a certain type of fashion that you were really focusing on or just kind of getting whatever you could get into?
Yeah, well, I didn't really have an idea. I figured out a way to get here by applying to a postgraduate like master's program because that was my way in as a student visa because obviously we're
Mhm.
illegal, so to just come and work. So that was my way in, and from that I got internships to find out what exactly I wanted to do. So I focused on sales and marketing in the wholesale area for different women's apparel and footwear brands.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then kind of 2020 came around, and I think that's where your journey of this mind, body, nutrition, coaching came into play. And before I get into that, I just want to say how much like you're on social media often and you're showing people to do things, workouts with not just weights, but your physical weight as ways to tone your body and do those things. And it's inspiring to see because I see some of your pictures and I'm like, God damn it, stuff looks amazing. You know what I mean? I'm like, you just look phenomenal, but it can be so easy. And I think, people don't know or don't realize it could be that easy. And I like how you were explaining it to me, how your coaching program makes it easy. So tell us about how it started, the coaching, and a little bit about your program because I find it a really unique on how you tailor it to your clients.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've always been athletic into sports my whole life growing up, but when I moved to New York, I was, working out, but not really. And then maybe about 8, 9 years ago now, I was seeing these women and these mothers with like 4 or 5 kids and these bodies. And I'm just like, wait a minute, I want to challenge myself. So I decided to just go for it and do a bodybuilding competition in the bikini category,
Wow.
to challenge myself. So
Yeah.
I trained for about 20 weeks with
Sorry.
a coach. No worries, it happens. I'm sure something's gonna happen on my end, but yeah. So I trained. I did my first competition ever and came in top three. Came in third
Wow.
place, which I was shocked because I had no idea what the heck I was doing. But I was focused for 20 weeks. The discipline, the willpower that taught me was like no other, and I fell in love with just having that kind of lifestyle. And lucky for me, I didn't get obsessed with it like a lot of people do. The body dysmorphia, like seeing your body competition and then like the real life body. I knew what it was, and I just adapted that lifestyle, and people were following my journey because I documented everything. And I
Wow.
was getting messages of like, how do you do that? Help me, help me. So I started a side hustle, um, helping a select number of women while having a full-time job. Um, and then I guess I just decided to make it full-time in 2020 after 2019 being a really terrible, dark, deep year for myself where I lost myself, and then was able to pull out and re-find myself. And in 2020, I was like, screw this. I'm working for myself and I'm going to make it happen. So I started doing coaching 100%. Um, yeah.
And how did that, just that whole journey of 2019 being the way it was, and then 2020 kind of lighting things up for you and really giving you that sense of, oh my God, like kind of found my thing. How did you find that process? Like, was it I can't believe this is happening, or did you kind of doubt yourself, or just embrace it? I'm just curious because I find that a lot of people kind of go through that, and then when they really allow themselves to really see the light on the other side, it just changes things. So how did you find that process?
I still haven't found it.
No.
It's well, I found like I know what my vision is and I know what I'm doing and I love what I'm doing. I'm confident in that sense, but it's definitely an emotional roller coaster for anybody starting out. It's
Okay.
normal.
Yeah.
It's scary. You have days where you're like, yes, oh my God, I'm killing it. And then you have imposter syndrome days where you're like, what the hell am I doing? And start panicking and freaking out. But then I just remember that I'm here to, it's not about self, it's like on the purpose. And I'm helping really change people's lives and transform their lives and their mindset and just love themselves a little more. And that's what my mission is, really, to like just add a little more positivity and impact into somebody's life. So I just keep remembering that, and it just keeps making me push forward and grow, I guess, from there.
That's amazing. And I think that was really well said, because sometimes people feel like, okay, well, today's not good, but every day after that is just great. But there's still the ups and downs, and the way you're embracing it and the way you're getting that energy off of your clients, and their feedback and all those extra things that you do is really that driving force that keeps you moving forward, right? We always have those down times and stuff like that, but I do that too. I thrive when I'm helping people, getting them going and doing all that stuff. It's just, it
Yeah.
pumps me up so much. So I like that you said that, because you're so good at what you do. You're so successful, and people just feel like, oh, well, she's got this or whatever. But it's like, no, you're constantly
Right.
pushing yourself to do better. And I do want to talk about your programming, because I like how you make it easy for every single person. It's not like this is a structure, you're going to stick with this structure and it's going to be the same for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the case, because, everybody's lifestyles are so much different. Maya got 2 kids, I'm working for myself, I'm doing all these things. And you have people who have kind of a 9 to 5 job, and they're still trying to find time in their day to do their workouts or eat better. And you really zero in on the person and what their needs are. So I would love for you to share a little bit of, kind of the things that you look for and how you tailor and how you help them.
Mhm.
Because I think it's phenomenal how you do that. And the fact that they have you accessible at any time, to me, that's the biggest factor of everything that you do. So share about that.
So it's just a lot from personal experience. When I first started my journey, um, I must have bought thousands, not thousands, but like dozens of programs
Mm,
that you see that are just promoted. And I'm not bashing any of that, but like definitely I learned a lot of things. But like programs that are 49.99, even 200, 300, but there's no accountability. There's no person behind that piece of paper.
mm,
It's just like, do this. It's one size fits all, and everybody's supposed to understand how to do the workouts, how to eat to a specific way. And I just, over the years of my own journey and growth and learning and doing all that, I realized there is no one size fits all.
mm,
Everybody's different. There's some things that people love, some people hate. There's allergies. There's so many things that go on. Like you said, there's people with no kids. There's people that work 15+ hour days. There's people with 5 kids. So I was like, I want to create a space where I let people understand that it's possible for anybody. It doesn't matter what stage you're at,
mm,
what your lifestyle is. You have no time. Whatever it is that you find that's holding you back, I wanted to be able to cater to the person who really wants it and is just stuck and just wants to get rid of the guesswork and needs the
mm.
help. They're putting in the work, they're putting in the time, and it's just a vicious cycle of not seeing the results that they want. And just not happy with themselves, and they're like, what's wrong? Like, I'm eating good and I'm working out. So I just really want to eliminate all that and be able to guide them and help them and be like their little hype woman on their shoulder for whatever it is and tailor it to that specific person's needs. So I think it's so important. Like,
Yeah.
there's no diet that like you need to create the healthy habits for yourself, and it's different for
Yeah.
everybody.
And you take out the guesswork, which is I think the biggest thing for people, because even some of the programs, not all of them, but some of them are like, try this or do this, or I like to eat this, and take out this type of thing. And
Right.
it's not about that. You're gonna work with what they currently take on a daily as their
Mhm.
regular foods that they have, but maybe tailor it a bit, substitute this for that. And just taking out the guesswork is the biggest thing for me. The other thing is that they have and then when you were talking about when people kind of they've been doing everything but they're plateauing, or they're not seeing, because it happens, you kind of plateau, have had that, and you're just kind of stuck there, and you're like, why isn't this working? It's not about your physical body. To me, at that point, it's your mental health, your mental state saying, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Like, push harder, push harder. But sometimes you just need a person to say, hey, you plateaued for a reason, and that's good. So now we're going to work on other things. So you've combined a lot of the elements that go into this. This the mind, for sure,
Mhm.
is the first, the body, working itself out, and then nutrition, feeding your body to what is pertinent to you, because what's going to work for me may not work for, another person. So, and their mental state too could be different, right? Like, if there's a goal that they're trying to achieve, and I
Mhm.
told you mine, and you're going to get me there, and I'm going to be going there, it's different than someone
Totally are.
else's.
You totally are. I have
Yeah,
I like have
I'm
the
like,
visual.
it's already out there, and it's going to happen. And I'm so pumped for when it does, because I will be shouting you out massively there. I'm not going to say any more than that, but it's going to happen, guys. But that's what I love about your program, and you're so passionate about it, and you do it so well. Like, I see you outside on New York, with the water behind you, and you're just pushing it that with your clients that are there. And the other thing too, guys, she's not, just because she's in New York does not mean that she can't come back to her hometown of Toronto. or anywhere in Ontario. She also is a virtual coach. So she's there online, she's ready to go, you know, all like commitment is really what you're looking for, and you're gonna just take it to the next level for these people, which is amazing.
Yeah, totally. If you're willing to put in the work, I am 100% like determined to get you there, and I will get you there. Like I will not give up on you if you don't give up on yourself. And that's kind of the thing. If you're confused about something, you have me to tweak along the way, and it's always changing. You don't like something, all right, you don't have to do it. It's not about forcing. I want you to fall in love with the process and make it sustainable for life, because if it's not going to work. So yes, I can have you lose like 10 pounds in a week, but you're just going to gain that back and double that. And it's just a
Yeah.
spiral effect. So I'm about building those habits that are sustainable for life and realistic, so you can balance, you can go out and enjoy eating out, you can travel, you can do everything else. It's not so strict.
I love it. I love it. Well, our time is up, but I'm going to share
So
all of her contact.
short.
I know, I
This
told
is
you, it
the
goes pretty
shortest
like
live
this.
ever.
But she is phenomenal, guys. I swear, check out her page. I'm going to follow her after this video, or tag her rather, after this video. Check her out, give her a follow. You want to learn more about the program, she's more than happy to have a one-on-one call with you to see what works for you guys. She is phenomenal. Check out her page. Amazing stuff. What do you want to end us off with, Steph?
I'll be in Toronto soon, so I'm going to be having a outdoor workout. Finally, you guys can see people, so I'm finally coming back. But yeah, I just thank you so much for having me
Amazing.
on this. I love just helping people however I can. If anybody's interested in moving to somewhere else, I know that people reach out to me for that. I'm just here to help and hype whoever, however.
Amazing. Let us know when you're back in Toronto. I will post
Will.
it on my stories, and you guys want to check her out. She's amazing. Until next time, have a wonderful evening and good night.
Thank you so much.